I want to speak to you very briefly today about a piece of music that I wrote, it's probably about 7 or 8 years ago now, a piece called BONK. And this is a piece for 2 instruments. And I've said 2 instruments there because the piece initially started out as a duet for 2 baritone saxophones. But through my work with Victoria Samek and Samek Music, I actually was asked to rework the piece for 2 bass clarinets, and I thought, well, why not? I'd love my music to be played by more people, so the more versions of it, the more people are going to be able to access it. So there's a bass clarinet version and a baritone sax version. And early 2020, we all know what happened. COVID hit, and we were made to play by ourselves quite a lot. We didn't have the option of being in the same room as another player, so I couldn't play this piece of music as a duet as it was intended. So I initially thought, well, can I not play both of these parts together? Well, I couldn't play them both together, but I could do something quite interesting with recording the parts separately and playing along with myself. So I took the piece into the studio with a short solo project that I was doing mid 2020 when we were allowed back out, but we still weren't really allowed to mix with others. I took this piece of music into the studio, and it was a short solo project that I was doing on tenor sax. So I thought, well, it's for baritone saxophone. It actually uses the low A on the baritone saxophone, so I couldn't move that straight over to the tenor. So again, I reworked the piece for a standard saxophone, not a baritone. Obviously, without the low A there, I was kind of limited on how I could play the piece of music. So on tenor, I had to rework the piece yet again. But again, I thought, brilliant opportunity. I can make this piece now available to even more people because it's not just the baritone sax that's needed. You could play it on any saxophone. So I took it into the studio and I multi-tracked the piece of music, which basically just means I recorded one part with a click, and then I recorded the other part along with myself playing. So I had both parts, and I did something quite clever with a split screen in that as well. I'll put the link to the video in the description to this video so you can check out what it actually sounds like. But the next step to that was, well, can I not be a little bit more free with who can play this piece, different combinations of instruments? And I soon realized that, well, actually I could have a B flat tenor sax playing along with an E flat alto sax, and well, it would need a little bit more reworking yet again, but again, I'm really into this fact that anybody can now access this piece of music, whether you're an alto sax player, you're a tenor saxophone player, kind of whatever instrument you're playing, you can mix and match this arrangement. There is a specific bass clarinet version, and then there is a specific baritone saxophone version, but then there's a free version. Not free as in you don't need to pay for it, but as a free version where B flat and E flat saxophones can play together. So this piece suddenly, as a result of COVID, you could say, suddenly has a lot more options when it comes to combinations of instruments playing it. So I suggest you check it out. It's such a fun piece to play. It is on the more technical side with your fingers. There is some parts in it which in some parts might go quite high. I'm not very precious about that though. If you get hold of this piece and you really enjoy it, rework them altissimo notes and bring them down. If you don't feel comfortable playing in that range, then don't include them. Bring them down into a range that you're comfortable playing. I'm always up for anyone making it work with the skills that they've got or with the combination of instruments that they've got. So that is a little bit about the piece of music BONK, which is a duet, but as I recorded it on my own in the studio in 2020, why not have a go at playing along with it by yourself? So record one of the parts and then play along with that recorded part. Yet another fun way that you can put this piece together. So I hope you go out, I hope you explore it, I hope you check out the video, I hope you listen to it, and ultimately I hope you purchase this from Samek Music, either their website directly, or it's also available in physical form through June Emerson. Again, the links will be in the description. Go out there, check it out, buy it, rehearse it, and enjoy performing it or even recording it. And please let me know, I'm always really interested with projects that you've got on, and if you do record this, if you do perform this anywhere, please do let me know, because it's always great to hear how far and wide my music is reaching. So thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.